Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today I'm going to be going over 10 things that you should do in Grand Theft Auto Online if you ever find yourself bored while in the game. Now I made one of these videos in the past. Some of the points are going to be the same as that video, but I'm going to expand on my ideas a little bit. And then I've got a few new things that I'm going to tell you guys in this video that you can go ahead and try to do in online to have some fun and to sort of take away some of the boringness that we can often find ourselves incurring while playing Grand Theft Auto Online. Anyway guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and start off with number 10. Now at number 10, this one might seem really obvious. In fact, some of these are going to seem a little obvious, but some of them you might not have thought of. And at number 10, we have visiting the Diamond Casino and doing a little bit of gambling maybe. Also spinning the prize wheel as well. Obviously, might as well go ahead and visit the casino and try to get yourself something free that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, you might get some clothing. However, you might get the free car that week, or a bunch of money, or some RP. So all together, it's not really a bad thing to do. And then of course you can go and do some betting on maybe some horse races or do some roulette. I personally like to do roulette or horse races. Blackjack can be really fun too, and if you own the casino penthouse, you can actually bet way more money on both roulette and blackjack as well as poker. So if you've never visited the casino, it is actually a pretty fun time. You're not going to be able to lose all that much money because I believe that they limit you to spending $20,000 every single day or trading 20,000 of your money into chips. So you are kind of limited with how much you can spend. I think if you own a penthouse, it might be a little bit more money. But anyways, you're going to be able to play it within your limits. You're not going to go crazy with it. And sometimes you can win big money in the casino. So this is definitely something that I would recommend doing. The casino is a nice place to hang out. Go do some gambling, you might win. And at number 9, we have steal or buy some cars that you've never customized or even driven in Grand Theft Auto Online. For example, as you guys can see, I'm stealing a Benefactor Serrano off of the street right here. And when you take it to Los Santos Customs, you'll find that it has some hidden customization. And I say hidden because nobody has really ever gone and taken a Benefactor Serrano off the street and gone and customized it. I'm sure a few of you guys may have, but I'd say the vast majority of you have never even thought twice about the Benefactor Serrano. And there are so many cars in Grand Theft Auto Online that are just like this one. They have some customization that you never would have expected them to have. This can be a really good time, even purchasing some of the cheaper cars in online. For example, like the Coquette, like the Feltzer, like the Massacro, cars like that are relatively cheap, you know, less than $500,000. It's not going to cost you a whole lot of money, and they're very nice looking cars as well as having a lot of customization, and you don't even have to go that expensive with it. Go for something like the Sultan. The Sultan is $12,000, or you can steal it off of the street. The Benefactor Schwarzer as well is another one that comes to mind. Just go and check out some new cars that you've never customized, that you've never even driven, that you've never given a second thought about in online, and you might just have some new cars that you're actually going to really enjoy driving. And if not driving, maybe some ones that you're going to enjoy customizing. So go and do this, give it a shot. Let me know in the comments down below after you've done it, if anything surprised you. The next thing that I've come up with is something that used to be really popular in online, and that is stunting with either a motorcycle or a BMX. This is a really fun thing to do in online, and sometimes you can get some really satisfying moments here. I'm on the Nagasaki BF400 here, and as you can see, you can basically just wheelie and go straight up walls with this thing. Now, you are going to have some crashes from time to time, but usually, I'd say most of the time, they are pretty hilarious when you actually get flung off of your bike. But then you can do some really crazy stuff that you never would be expecting to do on a motorcycle or just in general in GTA. For example, outside of this one Maze Bank office that you can own in Grand Theft Auto Online, if you jump up these stairs, you can actually get onto the roof with a motorcycle, which you'd probably never expect to be able to do, but in fact you can. Stunting is a really fun thing to do in online. You can get some crazy like combos going where you grind off of a rail and then you jump and then you know, land on a car, so you know, crazy stuff like that. It's really fun to go stunting in GTA Online. Definitely give this a shot if you never have before. Now the next thing I'm going to tell you guys is something that I said in the last one of these, and that is maybe consider running some of your businesses instead of just doing heists and heist replay glitches. Now I know there has been a pretty severe nerf to Cayo Perico, however you still can do the heist relatively often and you can make a bunch of money doing that. However, I would argue that running your businesses in GTA Online is one of the most satisfying and one of the most rewarding, as well as one of the best ways to make money in the entire game. Now yes, at times it can be tedious, however, once you get it organized and you get it figured out how to make the most money that you possibly can per hour with your businesses, the game becomes a lot more fun. And when you have things to help sort of automate the process, it becomes even more fun. Then when you get the vehicles that are going to help you to automate everything, it becomes more and more fun. And once you start seeing all the money come into your bank account, that's when it really gets fun, because that means you can go and buy yourself some new toys in GTA that you can of course play with. So give businesses a shot. If you're used to just doing heists over and over again, I think that that has given people a severe amount of burnout of GTA, is just doing the heist. I can't imagine running the KO Perico heist more than 3 times. A fun fact, I've only ever really ran the KO Perico heist like I think twice. I don't really use KO as a money-making method in GTA. I always have preferred to do the businesses in the game. I think it's way more fun, it's way more rewarding. I'm a business-minded person, so maybe that's why, but I would definitely say give businesses a little bit more of your time, a little bit more of your attention in GTA, and you just might find out that you actually like businesses better than doing heists. Now, another thing you can do in online, at number 6, we of course have pick a spot and have a standoff with the police for as long as you possibly can. Try to get up to a 5-star. Pick a spot like a rooftop or something like that, for example. Hang out there and try to get as many cops as you can. Survive for as long as you can. Now, this is going to cost you some money. However, it is quite a bit of fun. Another one that I think is really fun to do when it comes to this sort of thing is getting on the train in GTA and riding it around and shooting at people as well as shooting at the cops and seeing how long you can survive for. What I used to do with my friends was get on the train and we would see if we could make it all the way around the map while riding the train with a 5-star wanted level. And it's a really good time to do this. Another thing you can do is of course invade the military base. Go in with, you know, an armored vehicle, go in with a Kanjali, go in with even a Hydra or something like that and just go crazy. See how long you can last in the military base. You can also go into the control tower as well. There's plenty of things to do when it comes to sort of survival-y things in GTA, like going into the military bases, seeing how long you can survive, seeing how long you can survive against cops. All that sort of stuff is actually a pretty good time. You're also going to be able to practice your aim pretty nicely with this as well, I find. So make sure you guys are giving this a shot. I think that this is a really, really fun thing to do in GTA. Next up at number 5, hunt down some of the rare cars in GTA. This is a Benefactor Dubsta2, which is a rare vehicle. I know that I go on about this. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you've probably heard me talk about the Dubsta2 way too many times. But there's other rare cars in GTA, like the Tornado Mariachi. There's also the gang cars as well. There's FIB cars that you can get as well. All of these cool cars that you can go and get off the street for essentially free without having to do that much work, albeit some things are pretty tedious, like the Dubsta2. That can be very tedious. However, it can be very quick too. But collecting some of the rare cars in GTA is honestly a blast. I would highly recommend doing this. You're going to get some cars that 99% of players in GTA have never seen or don't own. The rare car thing is pretty cool. I would definitely make sure that you guys dedicate like a garage to some of your rare cars. I think that this is a very fun thing to do, and this is actually going to tie in pretty nicely to our next point. So let's move on to number 4. At number 4, we have make some themed garages. Themed garages are a blast. This is my supercar themed garage. Obviously, inside of this garage, we have a bunch of supercars. That is the only thing that is in this entire garage. I have 20 supercars in my 20 car garage. Now, this is a little bit tedious to do at first, migrating all of your cars to one garage, and then also finding out that you have too many cars to fit in the garage can be kind of annoying. However, it is very, very satisfying once you actually get it done. It's fun to walk around in your garage and get reminded of just how many supercars you have in the game, or whatever it may be. It doesn't even have to be just supercars. You can also do this by the manufacturer. You can make a Benefactor garage, for example, a Dubachi garage. You can also do a garage by class. So sedans, class racing cars, you can put them all in one garage. Supercars, sports classic cars, muscle cars, anything that you want, you can make a themed garage out of it. Hell, you can even do it by color as well. You can make an all blue themed garage. I know that this is one that a lot of you will probably have done realistically, but if you've never thought about doing it, you should definitely consider it, because it is kind of a blast to just take a drive of all your cars when you're moving them over to one garage, admire them all in one sort of place. This is definitely something that is pretty underrated in GTA, I think. Moving on to number 3, play some races in GTA. Now, unfortunately, racing is not nearly as popular as it once was in GTA. However, you do get paid for doing these races, although it's not that much money. However, if it's ever on double money or triple money, you're going to make a lot, especially with all the people that are going to be playing races at the time. But even if you're just playing by yourself, racing can still be really fun. What I like to do if I'm ever playing races by myself is just race against the clock. See if you can beat your personal best time. Go out and buy some cars that are going to be a little bit faster for racing in GTA Online and compare them between some of the other cars that you like to use for racing and find out which ones work better for you. You can also go through all the modifications for each of the cars and find out what mods affect the car's handling and get it to the point where you actually like to drive it more. Races are a blast. Definitely this is something that you guys should all be checking out in GTA. If somehow this video really goes crazy, I would love to make racing in GTA popular again. That would be an ideal dream of mine. I would love to just hop into some races in GTA and find a bunch of lobbies that I can race in. Racing is super fun. Definitely check out racing in GTA if you never have before. This is honestly a blast. It's a very, very good time. I would highly recommend doing stunt racing especially. I think that stunt racing is one of the most fun things you can do in all of GTA. Let's move on to number 2. At number 2, we have exploring the map. Now, I mentioned this in the last one of these videos that I did about 11 months ago, and exploring in GTA is something that is seriously underrated. In GTA, there are so many things to see, and even as a player who's played since day one, since October 1st, 2013, I still find new things on this map all the time. There's tons of little islands all around the map. Underneath the waters of GTA, there are several different shipwrecks as well as plane wrecks underneath the water as well, which is really, really cool. In fact, you can even find dead bodies underneath the waters of Paleto Bay due to the serial killer that's kind of teased in GTA 5's story. There's a blown open submarine off the coast of GTA. In the Alamo Sea, there's a crashed cargo plane. There are so many things underneath the water of GTA that you have probably never seen, and they are definitely worth checking out. On top of this, even on land, there's a lot of things that a lot of players have never seen. A lot of players have probably never been to some of the islands in GTA. Another cool place that only OG players will really remember is the cove up above the power station. Talking about the power station itself is a place that I feel like not that many players have actually ever gone and explored. There are so many different places in GTA that a lot of people have never even been to. If you're bored in GTA, get an off-road car and go and do some exploring out in the hills, out by Mount Gordo, go to the cove, go to the power station, go all over the place and really take a good look around in GTA, and I guarantee that you'll see something that you've never seen before in this game. And at number 1, the best thing to do in GTA when you're bored, I think, is get into some PvP action, but specifically with people that are bullying other players. If you're ever in a lobby and you see a very high level attacking a very low level, seemingly for no reason, go after them, help the low level out. Killing griefers in GTA is some of the most satisfying stuff that you can do, especially when they start talking trash to you and when they start the fights. The most fun thing about killing griefers, in my opinion, is you get to use all of your armored vehicles, all of your aircraft, you can even use boats, you can do all sorts of stuff when you're playing against these griefing scumbags. And it can be a lot of fun, and the more that you do it, the better you're going to be at it. So fighting these guys is only going to get easier the more and more that you do it. And I think that it's a good thing in the GTA community to absolutely destroy these try-hard griefing nerds. And I really do think that this is the best way to avoid boredom in GTA Online. Anyway guys, that is pretty much it for the video. Let me know what you thought of this one in the comments down below. Let me know anything that you guys do to avoid boredom when you're playing Grand Theft Auto Online. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, spread this around. Obviously the GTA community really needs this because these videos seem to do very well. Dislike if you don't enjoy the video, of course. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. We're trying to keep things pretty fresh around here, do all sorts of new videos, all sorts of topics, everything like that. So if you looked for this video in the first place, I think that my channel might just help you out for finding out some new things that you can try out in GTA. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.